All right, you waited for it. I'm going to show you what new additions we have here on the homestead. And by additions, I mean 2 new ones. Running through the rain here to get out to the goat barn. This is Brownie. Brownie is a 2-year-old Nigerian dwarf doe. She kidded with a live doeling July of this year. So when we got her, we had the opportunity to have her exposed with the same buck that she was bred with last year. But I chose to give her a little time off before we breed her. So we'll probably have her exposed in maybe December or January for late spring, early summer kids. Brownie, as you can see, is a super curious, super friendly goat. She loves to be pet, she loves to get treats, and she is very pushy. Our other doe, who's the same size, actually probably a little bit taller and same age, she will just headbutt her and shove her out of the way to get food. You know, the other one is starting to get a little bit more moxie in her, but definitely Brownie is a dominant and pushy doe. I want to introduce you to one of our 2-year-old Nigerian dwarf does. This is Vanilla Bean. She got her name because the previous owners felt that the little black dots underneath her eyes kind of looked like beans. She has kidded in the past before. She's had a doeling and a doeling and a buckling, but all have gone well. So she was exposed about a month ago to the same buck that she's been bred with before. We have not done any kind of pregnancy test yet to determine whether or not it was successful, but I plan to do that soon. If she is, we are expecting her to kid sometime in February, so it'll be nice and cold, but I'm excited because then shortly after that we can start hopefully milking her and using her milk for purposes around the homestead. It is feeding time for the girls. The dietary needs of my goats is something that I am still in the process of learning more in detail to make sure that I'm doing it properly. But currently I am giving them the Do More sweet feed from Tractor Supply. They really enjoy those grains. When we first brought Vanilla home, Brownie wanted nothing to do with sharing with her. So I had to feed her separately. I had to fight off Brownie to allow Nilla even, a portion of her own ration. So this is a major improvement that she'll share. Occasionally she will get pushy and she will shove Nilla out of the way, but Nilla's actually started to stand her ground and will push back or just stand her ground and not allow her to shove her out of the way. Something that I've also been giving the goats routinely is these probiotic goat treats to help with their digestive system and keep that rumen nice and healthy. I'm really excited to say that I am connecting with another individual that has dairy goats in the area that's gonna give me some lessons, and I'm gonna learn some more hands-on, and you can learn alongside me. As I learn, I will create videos and teach you what I've been taught, and you can decide whether or not it works for you and your herd. So the question is, really, what do we plan on using the goat milk for? Well, I don't know that we are actually going to drink it. I've never tried goat milk, let alone even raw milk, unpasteurized or homogenized milk. I don't know what that tastes like. I'm gonna try and connect with someone local to taste it and see if it's something that would even work for our family. But the plans are to use the milk maybe for other food products such as cheeses, butter, but definitely to try our hand at making body care products such as soaps. There's a company that I use currently that is a family farm that uses goat milk soap, raw goat milk soap that is, to make soaps and I love it. It's great for our family that has some skin sensitivities. I love the way that it feels. It doesn't leave a gross, slimy feeling, and you feel good about what you're putting on your body versus regular commercial products. So what I'm hoping is to be able to go and at least make that. I've never made soap before, so that in itself is going to be an adventure that I'm really excited to try out here in the next couple months. So my homework right now is to, one, learn as much as I can about the kidding process for these gals. What do I need to do to care for the kids? How do I go about milking her? Dietary needs during the pregnancy and post-pregnancy. Milking her, and then how to take that milk and produce things from it. So there is someone local that I'm going to start connecting with, and she has offered to allow me to come alongside her and learn how she does things. She does milk her alpines, which are another type of dairy goats. They're larger. I prefer the Nigerian dwarf because they are smaller, and then I feel better about the kids being in there with them, even though yes, being pushy, they could hurt anyone that's not paying attention, but they are much smaller. And I just like that they're smaller and they're cute, which is important, right? But she's going to show me how she milks her dairy goats and how she produces products from them. So I'm really excited to share that information as I learn it too.